I want to thank you for taking a few moments to allow me to speak a little bit about what CBMC is doing and enjoying here in our community in Fresno. Let me share two quick stories. CBMC, again, is Christian Businessmen's Connection, and our mission statement is to connect businessmen to one another and to Christ. So here's two stories that I've heard just recently from local people. One of our key leaders was talking about how his mother gave him life, but at CBMC really changed his life. And it really made him, he said, more accountable to other businessmen and women. It allowed him a better understanding who people are and a better compassion, a greater compassion for people, became a better listener. He even used the words that had changed him from success to significance. And the second story is about a father and son. The father has been a long-time CBMC person, mentoring a lot of businessmen for years. Great family. The son grew up in this family, very close to his dad. And when he became high school age, his father said, "I want to take you through Operation Timothy, one-on-one Bible study." And the son said, "You know, that really changed my life because I saw my dad in a different light. I saw my dad have this tremendous passion and compassion for other people. And it really made my life change." And that man today, that son today, is one of CBMC's top leaders. So we hope that we're making a difference in this community. We're seeing a whole bunch of young businessmen and young businesswomen being mentored today by older businessmen and older businesswomen. And both sides, young and not so young, are both benefiting. They're both learning more about life, they're learning about one another, they do a lot of listening, and it's something that is really special and much, much needed. So I want to introduce my friend Jack Hooper, who was the chairman of our board for CBMC for many years. He's on our advisory board. He's a very successful businessman in our community. I want Jack to share what CBMC has meant to him in his lifetime.
I was introduced to CBMC when I was in my early 20s. My dad invited me to come to a luncheon with him at a local restaurant. And at this restaurant, a businessman from out of the area, he came and talked about something I'd never heard before. I was raised in the church and knew a lot about the one they called God, but never really knew him. This businessman, for the first time, explained how I could actually connect to the one who actually created me. And it was in that relationship that I would find meaning, purpose, and significance in everything that I do in life, including work. I've been so fortunate to be mentored by so many great men in our community who've taken the time to pour their life into mine and to grow and develop. And it's such a privilege now to be able to pass that on to the next generation of the businessman. CBMC offers tremendous resources that allows us to invest in the lives of people and businessmen and to talk about issues and help them with issues that they're dealing with every day. I think of a young businessman who's in the real estate industry and had a family and trying to balance the family and the business and with all of the demands that on our schedule, very difficult. And to be able to share what God has created and his ideas and using the tools of Operation Timothy, Dad the Family Shepherd, and many other resources to be able to provide answers to questions that they're asking. And it's just been a privilege to be able to take the time and to know all the things that can be done to unlock the potential that God has given each one of us. Since I was introduced to CBMC at an early age in business and as a businessman, it was very natural for our organization to be able to support CBMC in its mission to reach and connect with businessmen with a life-changing message. And not only do we shape our society with what we do and our community by what we do with our resources, it will have a tremendous impact. So it's really been a great experience, a great pleasure to be able to align our resources corporately with CBMC and their vision to reach the lost businessman.
CBMC here in the Fresno area has had a great impact for over 50 years. We've had some great people, Peter Funk, Bob Myers, Sid Cox, people who have been around here forever, people like the Bud Richters and the Bill Smithcamps, who have really connected with other businessmen and made a difference in our community. So I want to encourage you to consider maybe a year-end investment with CBMC. If we're not making a difference in our community, don't give us a penny, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But if we're being good stewards of your money, and if you're seeing a difference being made in people's lives, then I would encourage you to make a one-time gift if you can before the end of this year, or make a monthly gift of $100 or $200 through our website, cbmcfresno.com. We're in the business of connecting businessmen to one another and to Christ, and we want to make a difference in our community.